Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. We've got quite a few people ready for some Modpack development. Hello to everyone in the chat, both YouTube and Twitch. Seems like quite a few people are eager to see the Modpack development and how it's going. So hello to everyone. Welcome. Hope you're all having a good day. And yesterday we left off by making our little kind of sphere. I'll go actually show the kind of starting area just in case anyone wasn't here last stream. We can go ahead just give a quick refresher. What was kind of going on? So we have our starting kind of little stone block, and then we have the different coloured stones at each side, the north, east, south, and west. So it's looking pretty good, is this, if I do say so. And we've got it also spawning inside of our default world, which is pretty nice. That's kind of where we left off last stream. We didn't really do anything after that. But since then, I haven't done too much. All I've basically done is a little bit more of the generation. So I've added like a line of code, if that even. This is where you kind of spawn, and now you can see the world is completely covered in stone up to this point. Obviously, I need to do above this as well, and then if we go down as well, this is just all stone until you get to like a bedrock part as well. So it's something we need to change because it doesn't want to be stone. Obviously, it wants to be mystical agriculture, like the different types of essences. So we do need to change that. Probably what we're going to be working on today. I don't know how far down. I think this goes pretty far down. Does this? Oh, there we go. We finally hit it, and then there's a layer of bedrock at the bottom. That is basically what we've got. This is going to send me home, Skyblock home. I don't currently have a team. Wait, I actually haven't checked this out. Skyblock GUI and what shows here. So that's what shows when you go ahead and make your own Skyblock or Stoneblock. There we go. That's what shows up. So far, not too bad. I think it's going pretty well. All things considered, with what we started with yesterday. We started with nothing, and we've got this. So I think today what we're going to be doing is working on the world generation. That's something that we need to go ahead and do. And then we can maybe start actually adding in some items and some blocks, maybe. And having a big stone square, yeah, it's better than having a big stone square indeed. Oh, man. But to be fair, filling in all of those structure things wasn't actually too bad, because we just used the /fill command, which made things a whole lot easier with doing that from corner to corner. Angel, hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we just did /fill from that block to this block, and that did it all. And then we just needed to mine out the little bits which were in here. So we didn't have to hand place all these, which is pretty nice. So, in terms of world generation, we want to use a few different blocks. I'm not too sure, because there was a bit of... people were a bit confused last time if we wanted to just have all inferium... let me get the essence stuff from mystical agriculture. So these, what? There's 5, not including the awakened, and we do have supremium here. So 6, not including awakened, that could be 7 different layers possibles that we could have. So I don't know if we want to do that and have... Let me just get a block. Let's say 10 of this layer, and then after that it's another 10, and then another 10 in the world, and slowly going down. But you can only mine the tiers, mine each tier as you go along through the mod pack. I don't know if we want to do that, or we want to have it as something else. Because people like didn't want it to have like infinite amount of inferium as soon as you got to this layer. I don't know what people's thoughts are on that. Stoneblock, yes, this is going to be a Stoneblock mod pack. That is what people wanted. There were quite a few different options that we had, but I think people wanted a Stoneblock one. I can't remember actually what the other options were. Were they in this? No, I don't think it was in this pack, which we did it. But yeah, there's a few different options, but we settled on Stoneblock for the last one. Yeah, I think we might go ahead with the mystical agriculture stuff in that line, unless anyone has any different ideas in which they would like to share. But we should be able to jump over to this pretty easily, I think now. I say that, and then it's just a blank screen. There you go. Just so we can see a little bit of the generation. Yeah. So all I've basically done is change this here. That doesn't need to be there, but it's because I want to change this to be the mystical agriculture stuff. That should change it to mystical agriculture or for the first 126. Sciencey words, yeah, yeah. These are the sciencey words. Are all of these? I guess what we can do as well is in Cube.js. I guess we can start adding some blocks in at least for this. So we have the textures already in for each of, well, some of the R's. So we've got Imperium, we've got Insanium, Prudentium, all of these. So these are custom ones because these are actually in Mystical Agriculture. So we can go ahead and start messing with these and actually creating a block forum. Now, it has been a while since I have touched any of this, so it is going to be quite interesting how this goes for the development of it. See if I can still remember how to do it. That'll be the interesting part. I don't think it's too complex. I need to just get open the actual folder. That'd be nice. Alright, so Cube.js, startup scripts. I'm just going to create a new script for this. And I'm just going to call this blocks.js. I could probably do this in thing, but I've just done it in my actual folder structure. That should be there. Yeah. D#, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. What are you using to make the Modpack like the thing you're on right now? This is Visual Studio Code. It's a free piece of software that you can use. Sorry, I went AFK. This is some big brain stuff. Most of this is just pre-generated for you. This that I have, well, I haven't done anything. So I've not done any big brain stuff at all. So this is just all the pre-generated stuff which comes with your mod packs when you start them. So there's nothing too crazy. Looking at the words hurts my brain, I guess. I mean, you'll probably get used to it if, like, the more you see it and stuff. So it's not too crazy. Now, I have actually done these in a different thing. If I do this. Yeah, so we can go ahead and start actually creating the ores. Now, I think it's just... So it does actually help if you have the things as well. So it basically like tells you some of the stuff that you already need to do. I don't really type in much. They'll already pre-do them. If it is, oh, not that. If it is still like the same as what it was before, but I actually haven't done 1.21.1. Yeah, it's Visual Studio Code. That's what we're using. And at the moment, I'm just trying to add in some blocks for all of this. So we want Prudentium or, and then the display name for that, obviously. No one who's talking is Lewis, right? Yes, I'm Lewis. The one in chat is Miles. Alright, I'm Lewis. Yeah. No one's talking to chat's Lewis. He's just got a different name. If the name's... Oh, yeah, okay. We'll just leave our display name for now then, I guess. Dot texture... Now, where did I actually put these? I put them in their own thing. I'm using MC Creator. I'm using MC Creator to make my mod for the mod pack. I've taken a look at it. MC Creator. I didn't really get too far with it. You can also use Modpack name : or as well to make your stuff under the Modpack namespace instead of Cube.js namespace. Is that for... Which part is that for? I know there's this to actually change the name of it all. I do... we'll just do... I don't actually know what the name of this is yet. Stoneblock Mystical. We haven't really come up with a name just yet. This Stoneblock for the... I mean, you could think this Stoneblock for. Modpack name : then you can use @inji to search for your modpack items. Block. I'm using AI to make my code. I guess that's one way you could do it. Slash modpack. So you want about... Right. So that should be all good, I think. Yeah, so I don't actually know what the modpack name is yet. Wouldn't you have to do that for every single type of thing? Isn't this just easier? Because that just sets the name for everything in this. Not 100% sure. So we'll set it as a tag. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this works here for tagging everything. Well, not tagging it, but setting it so you can just do @ji. I won't lie, you've lost me here. So far, nothing crazy has happened with this. Okay. And then we'll give it... Right, we'll leave it... Like... no, I'll do all of them, actually. Slash tag block. Then... What's this? Prudentium's like the second tier, isn't it? You kind of want something higher than... Even the dog doesn't understand what's happening. So we'll do stone tools, I think. Yeah, needle or stone. Okay. So hopefully this gets a bit faster as we go along. Obviously, yeah, it might be a little bit rusty to start with, but we will see. Okay, so if I am correct in what I'm saying, we'll just quickly, obviously you can't see, but I'll restart Minecraft. And we can see if this has actually worked here or not. Oh, yeah, let me actually get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. And let me just restart this again. And then hopefully that's all good. Good afternoon, Cyphers. Welcome. Right. We can start again. And then we'll see if this has added our first ore. If it's added our first ore, we should be good to go from there. The rest of them should be pretty easy. I can just copy the code for the rest of them and change a few things. I think it should do. I've done it before this way in older versions, so it seems to work. So unless it's different in if they've changed something in 1.21, which I doubt they have, but okay, that's. Right. Do that real quick. Mystical Cave is a good name. Yeah, that is also something we need to do. We need to come up with a name for this. Because so far I've just typed in Stoneblock Mystical. Okay, we should be back there. We should be back now. Liz needs buried tonight. I do need buried tonight. I'm not too sure why, but it just does. It just goes. It always goes down. I'm not too sure what the what his issue with me is. But we should be back now, hopefully, in both the YouTube and the Twitch. Hopefully, we should be all good. I was just quickly looking why this didn't want to work. It should. It's the only issue it has is with the Is it just that the texture all? How to know the stacking Ethernet cable? I blame Trash Race cable management. I don't know what it is. You know, the people over at Virgin Media, they need to. I need to have a word with them. Give them a good old 1-2 and then we should be all good at that point. Yeah, real long cable and play into the neighbor's internet. I don't think the neighbor will have any better internet. They're kind of old. I don't think they'll be having stacked internet. All they could have some jacked internet. 1 gigabyte down and 1 gigabyte up. All right, let me have a look. It seems like quite a lot might have changed since I've last done this. For 1.21. It doesn't like the required tools either. Oh, people can't have fast internet in 2025. I mean, they can have some jacked internet. They might do. Right, let me just get rid of that for now. My next one said Virgin were useless. I mean, they might. Yeah, I don't know. They've been having some issues. Let's just say that with their internet connections of Virgin for some reason. Wait, what was required spelled wrong? Was I just being an idiot? Oh yeah, I probably was. Don't requires tools. True. Right, we'll see if this works now. I'm with Virgin. My internet stacked. The only issue I have with them is about getting my price reduced when my contract expires, so I don't have to pay like £100 for internet. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Paying £100 for some internet is not the way. You gotta get that sorted, Miles. You can't be having them. They're scamming you right now. Right. I think we're all good. So he's managed to load, which is nice. If he actually wants to... Yep, there you go. So let's go ahead and see if it actually has. I don't actually need to create a new world. I don't know why I am. We'll see if it's added our new block. It should have done. No issues have arrived as of yet. Now the only thing that might be weird is... Yeah, so it hasn't done the texture, but we do have the Prudentium all there. So it's like that. And it is under the Stoneblock Mystical tag for this. So we can do at Stoneblock Mystical in JAI, and it will come up, which is pretty nice. The register name is CubeJS. Oh, are you on about, yeah, okay, the CubeJS Prudentium R. Yeah, that's when you put your thing in there, yeah. Right. Yeah, it's not too bad having that. But I will do... I'll do it... Should I do it? No, we're doing Capstone block. There we go. We'll do that. So the only thing that I need now is to actually get the texture working on this. And then we should be good, I think. I don't know why the texture all didn't work. Specify in the right place. I don't think you need to use .texture. I mean, the file should be in the correct place, right? I mean, I did do a custom thing. Alright, we'll just move them into the blocks section. Alright, let's have a look. Let's try fix the thing then. So we want Cube.js assets. We'll do new folder, Stoneblock, mystical. Textures. Oh, I think it's because I didn't have block inside of that one, but that's fine. Alright, let's remove that. And we should have it here now. Assets, Stoneblock. Okay, so they're all inside there now. So let's see if we... We'll keep that for now. Well, let's see if this works. So yeah, yesterday when we were just doing the idea generation was the easy part of all of this. Ma, hello, welcome. Alright, we can switch over, and we've got some nice errors. Oh, this is fun. Can I give it QJ? Oh, wait. Oh, it's this here, isn't it? Alright, we just need to get the first one working. When we get the first one working, we should be good. Wait, is everyone saying how good their internet is? 3 BTI should be able to get 60 down. Can't remember up, but it generally works around 52 instead. Wants 600 megabytes. Kind of stacked. Is that? Might look at others instead of Virgin. I know there is another one near us, which is pretty stacked recently. Where you get like 1 gigabyte down for like half the price of Virgin Media. And I think you get like the same up or something. Oh, Vodafone offer 2.2 gigabytes down. Holy. Wait, is it a decent price? Have Virgin just been slipping? 60. I mean that it's quite expensive, but that's good for the price and what you get. Hey, there we go. There we go. We got it. We finally got our stuff in, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's a good price. £60 is more than what I usually pay for internet, but it's very good for the price of it. What you're getting, so it's nothing to complain at. There we go. So we've got our first block in. Now we just need to do the rest. Well, do the rest of them inside of here. But now that we've got the first one done, the other ones shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Because all we can basically do is just copy and paste these for all of them. But instead of having Prudentium, we just go through and change each one. I don't know why I don't need example block inside of here. Let's just delete that. Just make the J. Wait, where do you put this, Ben? Wait, why does it star the beginning part of the thing? I copy what you put. I don't know why it stars that out. Like that, it's a bit weird. Why Twitch stars the beginning part of that out? What's the power mod in your mod pack? We haven't decided on one as of yet. For power. Oh, it should be platform.gain, but okay. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that should be all good then. But yeah, as of yet, power, we haven't really decided on many mods at the moment. The only ones we've really got is Mystical Agriculture. There is talk about having the replication mod inside of it, and we do have Mechanism at the moment. But I wouldn't say that's going to be any main power source for us. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it. Of any mod, really, you'd like to see in it. Or we can look into it. So I'm going to have to do... I'll do them in kind of layers so it's a bit easier. We've got Deuterium. That one. I'm going to just keep the requires tool as is for now. And then we can change that layer. I didn't mean to paste that one in. I want to paste this one in. Why not power? I mean, we can have power. So, I mean, I'll add them in later on. But I do also, if anyone remembers from yesterday's stream, the essences that I showed everyone. I do kind of want to use those. Inside of the mod pack. So they might be the end goals of each quest line, having those in. One of them was generated for power, I do believe, so we might have power in. You should know thermal series is not there. What, for just in the pack, or? We haven't had thermal series in it yet. What's the next one is Imperium, isn't it? Alright, and then we'll have Insanium. Alright. There we go. That should be all of them done now. I think. Let's have a look. They all do need stone tools at the moment, but we can change that as we go along. My first CFS live stream. Thank you for the great content to you both. Well, thank you for enjoying and watching our content. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. It's a bit of a weird one to start with because it is a mod pack development stream, which we are getting used to. Let's just put it that way. So we're going to get Fuel Stoneblock. That could be one of the names. Are they dropping ore or essence? That is one thing I'm unsure about yet. Because I don't know if I want them to drop shards potentially. Because I don't want it just straight up to drop the essence. Because that might be too easy to get mystical agriculture essence at that point. So I don't know if it's some type of shard they drop and then you have to use that to produce essence. Other than Stoneblock, what is the theme / style, or is it a kitchen sink? It is based on mystical agriculture for resource generation, and it's going to be progression based, so not a kitchen sink. That's what we're going for at the moment. But yeah, I don't think I want it to drop its just original ore. But I guess we can just add something for now. For now, I might just put drop essence, just for the sake of it. Alright, let's see if these have all been added in. I think they should be good. Any other magic mods? As of yet, I am not too sure. If I'm going off of the essences that we created, it might have something like occultism in, but maybe not at the same time. We might just try to avoid magic mods altogether. Honestly, it might just be a purely tech-focused mod pack. Maybe that's what we're going for. All right, let's have a look. Has this worked or has it not? If we go to @Stoneblock, there we go. We've got them all now. We have our Deuterium, Imperium, Supremium, and Insanium ore. So we can go ahead and start laying down. Obviously, I don't think they will do anything as of yet. If we will they do something? I don't think they will do anything as of yet. I'll just get a pickaxe out. If you mine them up. They do take forever to mine up. Yeah, no, they don't drop anything as of yet. We haven't set that going. Is it solo today, or is Miles chilling at a crafting bench? It's just solo today, sadly. I don't think Miles will be joining streams anytime soon. I mean, I could be wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but I don't think it will be happening anytime soon. Miles is chilling on the Twitch chat. If you want to talk to him. Yeah, these don't do anything. Right, so we do actually need to start adding that in, so these drop stuff, but I think, do we go for that, or do we do... We'll get these dropping something first, and then we can go ahead and take a look at putting them in for the world generation. Let me just have a look at these things. Where is it now? Texture all pretty nice. I mean, I think for the textures, all I did was take the which one is it? I don't know. I put iron fume, inferium ore, and then just change the color. But I think they all fit. They all do the thing. Do I need to add supremium in here? Or not supremium? Sorry, the what's it called? The last one. Awakened. That's the one. Do I need to add awakened inside of this and have that be the last one, or not? No, we got a hard no on the awakened one. Let it be a craft. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just letting it be a craft. That could work out a little bit better. Are you making a shop in this pack? I probably won't be adding a shop in this pack. I think that might be. Well, I'm not too sure. I haven't really looked into it. Adding a pack, so it might be a little too complex for what we're going for. Did you add mystical agriculture? The add-ons, because that's what adds Insanium. Yes, we have the mystical agriculture add-ons. They have been added in, so don't worry about that. That has been sorted. Right now, I just need to quickly find something, and then we should be good. So I need to add a loot table for these now, or at least have them drop something. I think I am going to have to create a new thing for this. That's what I said about shops, so you don't need loot tables. What do you mean by that? I wonder how much would be needed to drop from each one. I don't think a lot will be dropped from each one of these. What about seeds for each of them? And everyone have a hard recipe? I mean, I don't know about having a seed for them. I mean, potentially. You could have a seed for each one of these. But there is also a seed just for the just basic stuff, the Inferium, which you can then just craft with everything. Like Star Technology, try with Max Fortune. I'm not too sure. I haven't checked out Star Technology, so I'm not really too sure about it. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and make a loot table for these. I missed the 1.12 mystical agriculture where you could upgrade the Inferium seed. Wait, could you actually do that? Upgrade the Inferium seed to better ones? Right, we can add it in. There's nothing against it. If that's what people want to see. Yeah, but need to have a harder recipe. Okay, I mean, if people want to see that, then we'll look to add it in. Am I getting mob spawning and attacking me? I'm literally being beaten up by mobs. There we go. We should be good now. I think we should be all good. Right, so it's in the server scripts that we're going to have to create a new file. We'll just call this one loot tables. Game of Minecraft, thank you for the raid. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll switch back over to Studio. So we'll just do loot underscore tables. There we go. Game of Minecraft, thank you for the follow as well. Really do appreciate it. Right. I think I do have loot JS installed. Wait, what? So we should be good as well. Yeah, we have loot.js installed, so it's fine. So I think this should be Stoneblock, Mystical, and let's just do Prudentium. Or that should be good. I think. So look, Essence R with no fortune gets 1 or 2, with fortune 3 or 4. Are you on about getting more Essence with fortune? Is that what you're on about? Right. I have to go now. Okay, Master Iron. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll just do... Prudentium Essence for that. Now, I think that should be good. Potentially. We'll see if that works. At least with server scripts, you don't have to actually... Well, we'll see if it works or not, if there's any errors. Alright, so no errors as of yet. Hopefully it works. And that didn't work, which is always nice. I do love that. Have a quick look. How do you make the little icon of Visual Studio? I have to use the export. Wait. Okay. You're on about. Honestly, I'm not too sure how these actually got there. I've got probe.js installed. Maybe that's it. That's doing it. Yeah, it seems to be probe.js, which is doing it. If I do this one, let me just copy this. I don't think there's any difference there. Unless it wants me to put in cube.js instead of Stoneblock Mystical, that might be it with this. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that's the great part. That should be adding the loot, right? Have I done something wrong there? What do we have? We have block modifiers. Yeah. You need to use player hands. Constant item equals player.get main hand. We shouldn't have to use something like that. We shouldn't have to see if the player is holding anything in their main hands. We just need to say we just need to actually give it a loot table because we've set the tool required when we were creating it. So we've given it the tool required. We've given it just the base Minecraft actual tag for tools. So they all need at least stone, at least for now. We just need to actually give it a loot table when it's mined. Or do I need to add an actual pool to this? Is it dropping anything? No, it's not dropping anything at the moment. Right, we'll go mine up the Prudential one. Yeah, did you have to say prime time, Miles? You're setting off Nightbot. Going nuts. Yeah, Nightbot did its job with its prime time. I'm missing the tag. Let me have a quick look. I'm getting you a prime bud. Oh, thanks, Miles. Oh, minable with pickaxe. I see. Oh, yes. Right. Miles is still pacing back in the prison. Yeah, Miles is still in the prison. He's pacing back and forth rapidly. Mineable slash pickaxe. Alright, that should be fine now. I think. I'll just go ahead and there's no point me not adding it for all of them. Right. There we go. Hopefully we're good. Use CubeJS because your code changed by the game only. Does it? I mean, Ben says it does. That should be fine. But if it doesn't, we can always change it to CubeJS. But I think, yeah, the mineable tag should fix it. I think. So we'll reload up and we'll see. I don't know why CubeJS is. Oh. Yes, I wasn't on Visual Studio Code. I need to keep remembering to change through. Yeah, how many is there a lot of technical mods for 1.21 at the moment? Like is there a few lesser known ones? I think it'd be interesting to have lesser known mods inside this as well. It's on its way, trust. Thanks. Thanks, Miles, for the prime time. He's on its way. He's delivering prime. Twist. There is twist. That is true. Let me just do a few game rules. Do daylight cycle false. Do weather cycles false. Hey, see, there you go. Right. We're good. So all of these do pick up their respective blocks now. This one does drop the Prudentium essence as well, which is pretty nice. But I do not want them to actually drop themselves. Do you... I can add it to just removed in the loot table, but I didn't know if there was. I don't think there is. Just to command. Oh no, wait, people can actually see it in the gameplay. So if we place these back down, it drops both of them, and then these drop their thing as well. Yeah. I know these are. I thought there might have been something in when you're actually making the block, which you could add as a thing. But yeah. Right, remove loot, and then it'll just have to be stone block. Yeah, I think there is a way. I'm not too sure. I'll just stick with this way for now. Stoneblock, mystical, and then prudent. That should be fine now, I think. We'll see if this works. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're only dropping the essences for these now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are finally getting somewhere with all of this. So it should be all good to do the rest of it. We can add it so it's percentage chance, so it doesn't always drop these. We'll just switch back over to this, and then we'll do the rest of these, which is pretty nice. Oh, wait, should be able to do this. Right. To be fair, yeah, we'll just copy and paste this for each of them. There's no point trying to retype it out for no reason. And then we can change each of the ores necessary. So we've got, what, Deuterium, ore, which we want to drop at the moment, Deuterium Essence. Hey, Chelsea, thank you for the Prime subscription. Really do appreciate it. Miles has come through with his Prime time. Hello, welcome. Chance to find, not chance to drop. No, I was on about chance to actually drop the essence, not chance to find them. Because these will be in layers. Will these? That's what I was going for. Potentially. But we'll see. But now I'll just get them actually dropping the correct essence, and then we can look to potentially do that. Because I don't know if I want to actually stick with the actual essence that's getting dropped, or if I want to change it to be some kind of shard that's dropped, which you then use to craft up the essence. Just so it's not too easy. Yeah, Miles is absolutely stacked. Good job, Miles. What's the next one? The next one is Imperium. I think I might as well remove each of these ores from being vein mined as well, just to make it a little bit more difficult. Right, then we've got Supremia after this. And then we're looking pretty good, I think. Right. Insanium's the last one. And then that should be all of our new ores done. Alright. Let's take a look. Is this going to work for them all? Hopefully, I don't see why it wouldn't. It should work just fine, I think. I don't like that. The 2 errors that have been found, I probably spelled something wrong somewhere. I think the first one is going to be with the Insanium, because it's not from Mystical Agriculture, it's from the add-on mod, so I think that's the first one. And then, did I spell like... What else did I spell wrong? I think the Supremium's fine. Did it tell you? Have a look. Okay, yeah, so it's just the... Yeah, okay. They're both around the Insanium thing. Alright, that's fine. I thought that'd be an issue. Insanium. Because this is Mystical Agri add-ons. Okay. That's fine. Alright, that should be fine now. Yeah, we've got the little thing. So it should be all good, I think, with that one. Alright. We'll see if it works this time. I don't see why we should have any issues. We got no errors whilst reloading, which is also good. Right, let's just put them all over here. So we know the Prudentium works. We'll put down Deuterium, Imperium, Supremium, and Insanium. So, line that one up. You get the Essence. That one up. You get the Essence, Essence, and Essence. Look at that. Woo! They're all done. And then you can also vein mine them if you like. So we can add them to be higher tools necessary. So, well, we have 4 different tiers, right? At Stonblock. We have Prudentium, Deuterium. Oh, we have 5 different tiers. Okay. Oh, well, 6 including the thing. Including that. Should I get rid of Insanium in the ore generation? I feel like I should. And I feel like that should be a craft as well. Maybe make Ultimine this essence ore only with pickaxe that may made from one higher essence if possible. Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the pickaxe pipe needed. So they're not all gonna use stone to pick them up. You are gonna need a higher tier, but I might just remove them overall from the actual ultimine thing, so you can't just ultimine it and go nuts. I feel like removing Insanium ore from world generation. I know we actually haven't put it in, but the plan was to put it in. But I'm thinking just to have Inferium, Prudentium, Deuterium, Imperium, Supremium. So these 5. Then we can have at Mystical. Because I also want to only use these types of pickaxes. We have a look. We've got that one. So something like that. But they need a way... Would there be a way to get the previous ore? Yeah, maybe on the Insane, because that's part of Mystical Insane of Good Essence generation to get it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then do I just make it so you have to have... So you can make the previous essence. So let's say this Inferium one. So you can mine up stone first. Do I make it so you have to make the Inferium pickaxe before you can mine up the Inferium ore? I think that might be what I'd do for this, potentially. So it can be pretty difficult. Well, not, I say difficult. It's not crazy difficult, but it's a bit more difficult than it would be just to mine it up to actually get your first pieces of each of the essence. But once you've got the essence, then it's easier to collect the essence again, basically. I think that might be what I'm going to go ahead and do. Making Inferium with diamond pickaxe and then go on. Yeah, I guess you need diamond pickaxe anyway, don't you? I don't know. My plan was just to maybe completely get rid of woodstone, iron, and diamond pickaxes. What about fortune? I don't think I will add anything to do with fortune. I think adding fortune to something like this would just send it crazy. The whole idea isn't really to mine like crazy for these and get a bunch of them. So I think fortune will just be something we don't really have. Are you going to use create sifting or not? I probably am not going to use create sifting. We do have a resource generation in mind linked to each of these. So the premise at the moment for resource generation is these stones here, which I do need to go through and change, will drop... let me have a look. We'll drop the base element, so they will drop air, earth, water, and fire. So to the corresponding colors, they will drop each of these essences. You then have to mix each one up. So you will have to mix earth and, let's say, water, and that will get you a new type of element from there. And that's how you will start making different resources to begin with, is by mixing the elements together. So that's the plan for that. That's how we're going to do resource generation. And then you might get enough, I don't know, iron. You could potentially make an iron seed, but it will all be in stages with all this stuff. And then we may throw in the replication mod as well to do stuff with that. We'll have to see on that one. Elemental block? That could be one of the names. I think I need... Alright, let me get a... Alright, we're going to get a notepad up real quick. Right. Can I do this? Can I just add... Where is it? Alright, so you should be able to see this, right? On stream? I think. Yeah, alright, we'll just put this here. Right, modpack names, what we're going to go for. We've got elemental... We've got elemental block. We have the garbage day we've got at the moment. Stoneblock mystical. Was someone else mentioned another name earlier on? I'm pretty sure. I forgot what it was. Yeah, if anyone else has got any names, we can add it to the list, and then we can have a look. I don't actually mind. Oh, Mystical Cave, that's what it was. We got Mystical Cave as well. And right now on Skyblock Dev, the main. And I did create 3 items to make the game hard. I'm gonna make the final quest so hard. So it's a real grinding mod pack. Pretty jacked mod pack. Alright. I was going to suggest Alchemist Cave, but you would need more magic mods, really. I don't think you need more magic mods for something like Alchemist Cave. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. So, it's a little bit easier. So, there's some of the mod pack names. Let's have a look. So, I think the mod pack itself is going to be tech focused. I think that's a big one. And also, mystical agriculture for resource generation. So they're kind of the key things. Maybe when we're coming up with a name, tech focus, mystical agriculture. I guess we can. We'll put the alchemist caves down. We go from there. Escape underground. There we go. We can put that as well. That means incomplete allomodium, vibranium, unobtainium. Are they the ones that are going to be like impossible to make? All right, so we've got some pretty good ones at the moment. I think mystical block sounds pretty good. No, elemental block, mystical cave as well sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, I think my Stoneblock mystical is probably something that's just gonna have to go. I just did it as a quick thing when we were trying to do it. Well, if anyone has any more names, feel free to put them in the chat, and then I can just add them straight to the list at that point. We can go from there. But I wanted to change these now. There's a mystical box on Curse Forge. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, because that's also another thing we need to think about. It can't be anything that's already on Curse Forge. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a mystical block, yeah. That's the one me and Miles played. It's mystical block, so it can't be anything like that. So how many tiers of pickaxe are there? Let me have a look. So you've got wood, stone, thing, gold, diamond, and netherite. Essence of the cave. I'm surprised Miles hasn't suggested any names yet. He usually goes nuts. Alright. So let me go ahead and we'll switch back to this real quick. Actually, can get it open. I don't think we need... Yeah, we don't need the temple anymore. We'll keep the world open because we're going to need that in a second. I'm going to change the tools. Is it wooden? Let me check. I don't know if it's wood or wooden for this. Minable with axe. Trying to look at the tags that are in here. I think it's wooden. Is the thing for it. That's wooden, that's stone. Iron. Diamond. And then we're going to leave Insanium for now, I think. Let's just have a quick look. Wait, you're making a mod pack? We are trying. Well, we're trying to make a mod pack. Yes, that is that's the goal with this. Currently, Mystical Underground. I need to copy this window open over. All right, we've got the Mystical Underground. Maybe you add mechanism tools to mini tools. We could potentially add mechanism tools. I don't really use mechanism tools too much. If we ever like play a pack, I don't think we ever use the actual mecha tool. Unless we had our own tools. That'd be pretty cool. Got Rockbound Odyssey. I got quite a few names at the moment. Let's go ahead and see if this works now. Wait, am I gonna have to? Let me check where to do. Oh, I did this in actual blocks. Okay. We're gonna need to quickly reload our Minecraft. Yeah, and hopefully it should add in the correct stuff, and then we can probably change. We're gonna have to add a modification thing, but then we can go ahead and modify each of the pickaxes from Mystical Agriculture to mine the corresponding one. We can do that. So it'll be lowering the tiers. At the moment, I think even Inferium just mines diamonds. Diamond level, so we'll have to modify that so it only mines at like a wooden level instead. Alright. So no issues as of yet with this. We'll go ahead, we'll place each of these down. Obviously I haven't done Insanium. Let me just go ahead and get a bunch of these. Alright, there we go. So, stone, wood. Ah, yeah, because I need to actually change that one. So that's the, yep, wood, stone, iron, diamond. Alright, perfect. So they seem to all have been changed. I can go through and actually check if each one works. We got wood, stone, iron. I don't need another iron. And diamond. So, we shouldn't be able to mine that one up. They all do still take quite a long time. But if I mine this one up, it doesn't do anything. So that does do something. And that should be that. That should be that. There you go. Right, perfect. Obviously, I can still mine that one up. Alright, so all that's been nicely changed now to the corresponding tools. So what we need to go ahead and do is change each of the pickaxes now. So that they actually change what they are supposed to do. Which we can do that in just a second. Alright, so I think it's in startup scripts. Well, we're going to have to do the modification for this. Oh, I don't want to actually rename that. New file. We'll call this... Let's call it modification. I'll just call it modification mod. Item event start modification. Okay. So we could change quite a few things here. But the main thing that I want to change is the... Well, at the moment, you can change like the damage as well. What about the respawn chance for each one of them? You want about like the drop chance for each? We can modify that if we want to. I think I might modify the drop chance so it's not 100% guaranteed. I think that might be the best to do. Item dot set tier, and then we should be able to. Okay, I think that should set it to be wood. I do believe. We'll go ahead, reload Minecraft and see if this actually works. I'm hoping it works with no issues, but I guess we will find out if we've got any or not. I'm hoping it's all good. And I think after this, we'll add in the essences we've got from our other packs that we already made. So I think there's probably a few people who haven't actually seen them. Like the end game. Well, I say, well, yeah, there will be end game essences because you'll need them for the end game, but they'll be at the end of like each chapter or mod. Okay, there seems to be a bit of an issue with the tier level in this. It does not like that. Let me have a quick look. Is it int level now? Let's have a look. Set tier. Oh, it was just tier.level. Any tick acceleration mods? I mean, there was. If you're on about like time ones and stuff, there was a discussion on adding just dire things into the pack, so that could be a potential. Also, Project E probably not for their Watch of Flowing Time. What's I guess these temporal pouches or time in a bottle. Potentially one of those two. Either of those, I don't mind. We do always love a good temporal pouch or time in a bottle to help speed things along a little bit. They're always nice to have. Yeah, I think this should have worked. I don't know why that didn't. It's not forged here, is it? Again, I have no idea about this stuff like you do. I don't think it's forged here. Yeah, so it says it there, set tier. Tier dot. There's tier dot set tier, but I don't think it's that. That'd be a bit weird. Where's Miles? Miles is in the Twitch chat. He is not on stream, sadly. Add Tempad to teleportation. People did want Tempad as well. So we may look into adding that. Pretty sure it's tier strings. Oh, is it strings now? At least that's how you create. Yeah, so it's not for creation, it's for modification of them. Because before I've used just tier.level and then set it like that. That's how I've done it before. This whole thing changed in 1.21. Oh, okay, that's oh, it's so fun because they don't keep up with documentation as well, which is also real fun. It's mostly tag driven now. Okay, let me have a quick look. Hmm. What if you use something like in-world recipes where you can right-click on a block with an item to drop the essence? Or you could do that. Like it's why instead of just crafting up pickaxes? My idea was to craft up pickaxes from the mystical agriculture. Alric Plays, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. I'll use kind of yeah. I think the set home command is that actually a mod? The set home command. Weak essence extractor item to extract the essence from the stone at a chance. I mean, we could do that instead of having the pickaxes. You could go around with an essence extractor for each and right click on them. That is something we can do. If we're going to go ahead and do that, we don't really need the whole modification thing for this. Which one do people like better? So are we having a item extractor, essence extractor, or pickaxes? Could even set the blocks to stone as well. That actually looks like you've taken out the... Yeah, that is true. We can do that. Is FTB Essentials? The set home. Okay, yeah, so we should already have that in the pack. Alright, we'll do the thing. We'll keep the modification thing, but I don't think we need it. Okay. Let me go ahead, create a new file, just call this... Should I call it items? Yeah, I'll call it items. Right, we'll try set up the first one. This is going to be quite interesting. To see if we can set up our first item with an interaction as well. So this won't have any texturing, which is pretty sad, but event.create... Oh. Oh, no, I need the thing, yeah. Alright, so we got the weak essence extractor. We don't have a texture for this yet, so we're just going to leave that as it is. So this should just create the item at the moment. I do need to actually do the... Probably why it's not working properly. Let's just get rid of this for a second. We need to actually do a startup event. There we go. Now it should be good. That should start working now, hopefully. Is the main mod mystical? Yes, the main mod is mystical agriculture. Please don't create the main mod. Create will not be the main mod. Do not worry. I'm not even sure if create will be in the mod pack, so we don't have to worry about that. It will be mainly mystical agriculture and tech mods. You changed the main mod. He's going to start from 0. Yeah, if I changed the mystical agriculture, I will have to start from 0, so we will not be doing that. FTB Skies is a good example. Are you about just resource generation or not making create the main mod? If you're on about not making it the multiple paths of resource gathering, yeah, it is, but I probably will not be having that. Sadly, we don't have the knowledge and the staff like the FTB people do. Did you play Project Sacrifice? I did play Project Sacrifice. We played it on the main channel. Should plug in-world recipes. Is that just for the thing? Yeah. I mean, we will be doing. What do you mean in-world recipes? Jagon, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Oh, it's a mod. Let me have a quick look. Why? What does in-world recipes do? Wait, is it one of your mods, Ben? Ah, okay, I see it. Just allows you to create recipes. All right, let's have a look. Ah, okay. So when you use okay, when you right click on a block, it'll change it to another block. Okay, I see. Right, we'll give that an install. That will make our lives a little bit easier. A bit easier than doing fully cube.js and adds the recipe into JEI2. Okay, that's pretty nice. What version is this going to be? It's going to be 1.21.1. That's what we are going to be making it on. Right, let's go ahead, launch this up. So, how does this say? So, how do you use this, Ben? I'll have a look at the documentation for it. Just so people can see what I'm actually looking at here. I hate it. Twitch loves putting the stars there halfway through a thing. You can use data packs, but you can use event.custom. Oh, okay. Is it going to be a long one or a short mod pack? I'm not too sure yet. I don't think it won't be a super long mod pack. It won't be anything crazy. So it might be on the shorter end, but we'll have to see. Data packs, but you can, yeah. I haven't actually messed around with data packs, so I'm not too sure how you actually use them. So 15 episodes. Maybe. It's hard to kind of judge how long a mod pack will be. I mean, there'll be a few mods in it, so it might be a bit. So you got in-world recipes, right-click on block, transform. Set an example in Discord. Ah, okay. Right. Okay, we can... It seems to be on server event, so we'll be able to do this and test it in here. Right. So we should have our item registered as well. So if I do week... Has that done it? I don't know if it has added it as of yet. Just change it to whatever you need. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll put that in just a second. Hear me out. Endgame create CF custom shiny stone beacon. Right now in dev mode packs, the main mod is create. Yeah, we want to stay away from create, if possible. This is my first stream, so I'm assuming it's going to be a Stoneblock with Mystical Agriculture as the main mod. What's the current mod list? That is correct. It is going to be a Stoneblock with Mystical Agriculture. As of other mods, we currently have... we don't really have too much in terms of other mods yet. We've got some Mystical Agriculture add-ons. We're thinking about having the Replication mod, AE2, and maybe Mechanism. They're the only ones we've got in at the moment. The other ones are just core mods slash just ones that are helping us with the actual coding. And a better version? Okay. Should make a bit more sense. Yes. I'll put that in just a second. Thank you for the help. Right, I was in the process of doing something, wasn't I? I got a bit carried away. So event.create, Stoneblock, Mystical, weak essence extractor. That should be all good, I think. Katie Plays Games, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Hello and welcome to the chat. Right, we'll reload this. I don't know why the names have come up. We'll just switch over to Visual Studio for now. Whilst we reload up this. Ciphers with the hydrate. I've run out of... I've got a little bit of this left. I followed you on YouTube. Well, thank you for the follow. Hopefully you enjoy the content and enjoy the streams. Miles out there with the pog. Cool. I know Tinker's Constructs has a mod for compatibility with Mystical Agriculture. I wonder though, what's your opinion on Tinker's? I do like Tinker's, but sadly they don't have a 1.21 version. If we did want smeltery, some type of smeltery, it would be Ben's mod in it for the smeltery. Alright, let's see if this has worked now. Backkick, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. I think I definitely butchered that, and I'm really sorry. My birthday is tomorrow, and on Saturday I'm getting a new phone. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. Hopefully you have a good time. What phone are you getting? That's the real question. I think mine right now is quite an old one. Honestly, I haven't upgraded my phone in such a long time. Your name is pronounced Kaide? Kaide, okay. Hopefully that's correct. Lou's still on predictive text. Wait, is that just... You know about my phone, Miles? My phone's stacked. Everyone doesn't say my name right, but it's okay. I've been liking the vids for the vids recently. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Sorry about the mispronunciation. He's got a Motorola. I've got a Motorola. No, I think it's just an old Samsung one. At least doesn't know what predictive text is, which made me feel old. I know what predictive text is. All right, isn't it where you just typing it in your whatever you want, and then it just kind of predicts whatever. It tries to predict what you want. All right, we've got our essence extractor now. Obviously, it doesn't have a texture as of yet, but we've at least got the item. For an iPhone 6S, I might get an S22 Ultra or something like that. Wow, going big with the phones. It's maybe going to take 77 days or more because I'm going to make... is this for your Modpack, man? Well, choice Samsungs are nice. I mean, is everyone just more into Samsungs? A Samsung phone over Apple? Or Google Pixel? That's also an option, having a Google Pixel. I think I've had a Microsoft phone before. That was not the right one. I'm going to be honest. The Microsoft phone was definitely not the best. Yeah. It was somewhat special was that phone. Alright, let's switch over to Visual Studio. Oh, yeah, we're already on Visual Studio. Then we can look into this. I prefer... What's this? I prefer Apple because that's where I have all of my notes and passwords and everything. Fair enough. I mean, I think Apple is a lot more user-friendly than Samsung. Apple phones are too expensive. I have... Okay. A Motorola and it's treating me well. Apple phones are a bit expensive. They are indeed. Pixel is life. We got some Google Pixel users. You know? To be honest, I don't really use my phone other than for... I don't even know what I use it for. I use it for maybe checking Discord a few times. And that's about it. I don't really use my phone too much. That's why I don't really see the needing actually getting a better one. Because it's that and then maybe potentially calling someone from time to time. Or being called. That's about it. So I don't really see the point in getting a new phone. But if you use it all the time, then I could see getting a better one. Alright, let's go. We need to set up a new... I don't know what this is. Okay. New file, and we want this. Just add an item. Item interactions. So Ben did send us some real nice code that we can just pop in here. And we can take a look. Oh, it's not a thing one. That's my bad. That's why it's not working there. Just get rid of that. Because it's a data pack one, I think. All right. So is this? Do you just put this in inside a data pack, Ben? Or am I doing? Or is it still in Cube.js? You just need a new folder for it. Still in Cube.js. Have a look. I must admit, the thing that Apple do well is the tablet. You're loving yours. Is that the only thing they do well, Miles? Is a tablet? Other than that, it's everything else is trash. I think it's been a while since I've had a an Apple phone. It's been a very long time. You need event.custom on I redid it. Ah, okay. Yeah, what? Why is the one why is that being weird? Yeah, let me just. Double R, thank you for the Prime subscription. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right, there you go. I have got that. Search for Pixel 9. Is the Google Pixel 9 where it's supposed to be? I do actually like the look of the Google Pixel phones. I haven't seen the newest ones, but I think they do look pretty cool. Alright, let's have a look at this then. So we've got this custom recipe for in-world interactions. So click, right-click, target block is Minecraft Stone. So we'll say the block is, I don't know, mystical agriculture inferior. Held item will put, you know what, we'll leave it as a stick for now, just to make things easier. Output block state. Alright, we'll see what happens when I do this. I know it's not actually what it's supposed to be, but we should be able to just reload this and see what happens with it. I'm going to need to get a stick out. Hopefully no errors occurred. Why is one error occurred? Server event is not defined. Okay, in interactions.js. Lovely. That should be fine, no? Wait. I don't know why that would have an issue with it. Let me try this. I don't know if redoing it will do anything, but I guess we will find out real quick if it's going to do anything. Okay, no errors. I don't know what the issue was there, but anyway, we got it. So it says inferior or with a stick. Oh, wait, whoa, what is this? Oh, it's constructor. I got the wrong stick out. I'm thinking, what is the issue? Why is it trying to create him? Oh, look at that. That's real weird what happened there. So it turns it into a wheat crop. Okay. So that's what it's, the output state is. The block is Minecraft wheat. Resulting chance is a diamond at 2%. So if we say the block is mystical agriculture, we want a Minecraft stone. You're a wizard. I know, I'm a wizard now. We could be wizards with this. That's insane. Alright. So if we reload this now, let's have a look and see. This should just turn it into stone. Oh, look at that. See? This is insane. Goodbye, Ma. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. And we're playing this mod pack when it's done. Well, hopefully we could get it done soon and not have it take months and months and months. But I guess we will see on how quick I get at doing this type of stuff. It'll be done today. It'll be done today. That's what I'm saying. We're getting it done today. Right. So we're turning the stuff from Inferium ore into Minecraft stone. But we are using a stick, so we need to change the actual item. And then we can change the resulting. So we'll have it a chance rate. I'm assuming F1 is just definite. Count, we'll say 1 as well. The item we will have it drop is mystical agriculture Wait, is it underscore? Yeah, Miss Cloud Culture Essence. Right. Let's reload and we'll see if this is going to do the trick. Hopefully it does. Okay. It didn't give me my my ore that I wanted. Have a look. I'm assuming chance would work, right? I mean, I can do. Let's just take it back to like 0.5 chance. Count. Let's say I don't know, 5 of those. Top items. Consume held item. Damage held item. Okay. Wait, what does pop items do? We'll see what this does. Need to give my mystical agriculture stuff. Alright. There is a slight issue that we are going to have to look at, but it's fine. At least it's changing it to the stone, which is pretty nice. But what we are going to do, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we should be all good. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully everyone's still doing A-okay. And we can try and figure out what's going on here with this. I'm not too sure what the pop items does. We can go ahead and check that out. And we can see what that's kind of doing. Ah, okay, so that does do what we wanted. So we want pop items. That is what you're wanting. So we take a look now. It does pop out the mystical agriculture stuff. Now it is at a 0.5 chance. So did I just get really lucky with each one of these drops? Like if I have these, that drops some, that drops some. But the 0.5 is not working too much. That's not 0.5. Let me have a quick look. Look, 1.5 maybe? You think 1.5? 1.5 wouldn't give you a 50% chance to do it. That'd be a bit weird. The chance should be like 0 to a small one. That's because of the count. So the count thing we've got, not that. Let me switch over real quick. We take a look at the count here. I had it to 5, so we'll set that to 1, so only 1 will drop. Maybe that can't be why, right? Unless it's rolling each count. It might be rolling each count. I'm not too sure if it's doing that or not. Have a look. Let's see. We will reload this. We've got a bunch of stud all over the place. Right. Let's place... So, wrong one down. These over here. If I do... That one, nothing. That one, nothing. Nothing. Okay. 0.2 should be a 20% chance. We did 4 there and we got nothing. We'll just place a whole bunch more, so nothing. Yeah, I want to be able to get at least one thing. Come on now. I mean, we got some over here. Hey, there we go. Okay, yeah, so it is a percentage chance. I think it's 20% now. I think it might have been doing it per count. So it might have been 50% for... So we had 5 drops, 50% for each one. That means we gain like 2.5 each time we clicked on one. So sometimes 3, maybe sometimes 2, potentially, with it. So I think that was what was happening. So that's not too bad. So we head back over. We can take a look. We'll change this to, I don't know, 0.5. You got one? We did get one. We got one. It's fantastic. We'll change it to 1. We want this. We don't want it to be a stick forever. Now, this doesn't actually have a texture. So, Stonblock, mystical. I'm gonna have to go through and change every single one of those, aren't I? The name of it. Which is going to be interesting. We need to get a name real quick. Let's have a look. Then we want... What was it? Week underscore... What did I actually call this? This. We'll just copy and paste it over. I am. Miles and I both typed. You got one, but also both made a small typo. You both alike. Can I just create a constant and then change it? That yes, we could do. We could create that, and then we just have to change the one location for it, and then yeah, that is probably a good idea to go ahead and do that. That'll probably be something we do in the future. And then we should be all good to just change it out as and when we need it. Right, let me have a look. So this should now work. So if let me just go to, because I can probably do this in Creative as well. It shouldn't make any difference. Let's just place a whole bunch of these down. Now a stick shouldn't work, but this thing here should. And it should be a 0.5% chance. So yeah, it's looking like that is the case for these, which is absolutely fantastic. I like it. All right, wonderful. And then we need to go ahead and do that for each and every one of these, but they need to be higher tiers. So we want to go from... Wait, what's 5 different tiers in strength? So we've got weak at the moment. We need to go weak, then summer, and then carry on going. Hello, Pink Another. Welcome, welcome. We're going to need 5 different extractors as well. Good one, Miles. Weak, Lewis, average, strong, Miles. Nice one. Good job, bud. Thank you for that. It's a little bit hurtful, Miles. There, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. Right. So we got weak something, average, strong something. Louis weak? Did you mean? Wow. Nah, Miles is giving me a little bit of credit. I'm a bit stronger than weak. Come on now. I'm very sad. Right. Let's have a look. Weak. Oh, wait. Should average be? No, wait. Yeah, that is probably average. This one. Strong. I think Miles. Are you laughing at your own joke, Miles? Is that what you're doing right now? He's dying. He's a joke. Oh man. Below average. We could have below average. It'd be better if it was just one word than below average. I'm gonna head to bed. Good morning to you, Miles and Liz. Have a good day, everyone. All right, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good, nap or sleep, depending on where you are. And hopefully we'll see you in another stream. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Right. But now we will just keep it as the weak stuff, I guess. Oh wait. Have I been on thing on this whole time? 8:30 in the morning right now. I need sleep. Yeah, if it's 8:30 in the morning, you might need to have a little sleep. Wait, so do people see this working? I don't know if I forgot to change it over or not. With this doing its thing over here. Fragile, vulnerable, resilient, strong, unbreakable. Holy. Miles has got his thesaurus out and he's gone in. Or he's just chat GPT. I don't know who's used the thesaurus anymore. Right. Well, these probably need to have durabilities. All of these, so I am going to have to add that in as well. Weak, average, sturdy, strong, superior. I like that. They sound... I don't mind that one. Weak, mediocre, Average, blank, etc. Yeah, I think we go with that. Maz, I think you've been outdone here. You've made it too complex. I like the weak, average, sturdy, strong, superior. Swap out superior for unbreakable. There. Okay, fine. We'll have unbreakable. Leave that. Superior is pretty nice. Change superior to jacked. That could not. Jacked is an idea. That would make it kind of a CFS mod pack then. Okay. We'll have weak, average, sturdy, strong, jacked. They're the ones we're going to go for. Stacked and jacked. You can't have stacked and jacked. Well, I like jacked. Jacked is good. All right. So what we need to go ahead and do is add some durability to this as well. How about we make it coloured, colours green through red, like Mystical Agriculture? Yes, I haven't actually given much thought to the textures or anything. If Miles is willing, he's the texture man. So he'll be the one you go to for all of your texture needs. Miles will be on it. If you put one on top of another, you can have it stacked and jacked. That's like a super one. Have it stacked and jacked. Right, how do we go ahead and do this then? I need to be adding... Let me have a quick look. So custom items. Do I dot damage, isn't it? Oh yeah, okay. And we have not max size there. Unstackable is that. There we go. Yeah, and then dot max damage. There we go. We'll have this be, I don't know, 20 for now. Then we could change that a bit later on, whenever we need to. If you're able to make the extractor look like the one from It Takes Two, I'm not too sure what that looks like. Have a look. Are you on about like the vacuum? Is that what you're on about? I don't know if we're going to be carrying around a vacuum with us if that's the case. Oh, we can use a grading system D to S. I like the idea of the what we got. The weak, average, sturdy, strong, and jacked. Cyberfuel Cleaning Studios. There we go. We're cleaning up your Inferium. Do you need your Inferium cleaned? We're there. That's what we're all about. Right. That should be good. The only thing I am gonna have to reload this. I need to check because I've got way too many things open at the moment. In fact, I don't actually need the loot table of destroying them now. I can actually get rid of that. That doesn't need to be open. That's useless. I remember it looking like a double tank squirt gun. If you find an image, feel free to put it inside the Discord. And Miles can take a look at it. The texture man. Okay, so it does have damage item true, consume held item false. So, well, yeah, we don't want to consume it. Let me have a quick look at this. Will damage item true just do 1 damage, or can I change the amount of damage it does? Do you think? I guess we'll find out soon enough. What I'm going to go ahead and do for item, I might as well, before reloading it, I will actually turn it off though. I'm going to go ahead and just create the rest of these. So we've got week. Let me just do that. We want... Let me scroll up and see what they actually were. So we got week, we got average. We've got sturdy. We've got strong. Then we got jacked. There we go. That should be all of them. I do believe. Now we can reload this and see what happens. Hopefully it's all good. I see why we can't use stacked because it's unstackable. There you go. That's the reason why. We can't use stacked because it's unstackable. Oh, what did I put an S in? There. Why did I do that? Oh, it's because when I click Control S, I probably just didn't press Control. yeah, I like that. Right, hopefully looking good. Hopefully I have all these. It's going to be a bit confusing because we're all just going to be sat there with no textures whatsoever, which is fantastic. I'm not too sure, but can I just put base Minecraft textures on these? Like do just Minecraft stick, and I'll just put the texture of a Minecraft stick? If so, that's not too bad. I could do something like that, but I'm not too sure if I can. Without Miles, life is untextured. There you go. Without Miles, we stick with our untextured stuff. Right, so this should have a durability now. Let's go ahead, throw these down. And are you going to be nice and give me some durability at least? Do that. Yeah, you can see all of the nice untextured stuff there, which is looking pretty good. Here I'm watching your series of all the mods Volcano. Series with Miles. Hopefully you're enjoying the all the mods Volcano. Sample, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Yes, we have weak, we have average, we have sturdy, strong, and jacked. We take this now. Not really saying that it has a thing for some reason. I think that's because of the interactions here. We don't want to consume the item. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. What happens if you do consume? Well, let's just straight up take the item off us. I mean, that's what it sounds like. I guess we'll have a look. Yeah, so that straight away takes the thing off us. Do I need to add a damage amount? Is Ben still around? Because this is his mod. If not, we can always just sort this out later on. And just get the rest of the interactions down. Is the item damageable? It's... yeah. We've got max damage, unless I need another tag for that. They should have a max damage of 20. I think that should be working. For the damage on that. Alright. Whilst we look into that, I'm going to go ahead and start creating as well the other ones that we're going to need for this. So we have... dot max damage 1 or 2. Do 1 or 2. Oh, I mean, I didn't even have the Visual Studio Code open. But yeah, it does have the dot max damage. What's this? Next one's average. So we need to change this to. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see if this works. It's a bit weird they don't actually say the durability or anything on it. Is it because I haven't registered it as a tool? I feel like that might be why it's not working. The durability is a texture thing? Is it actually a texture thing? Because the texture's weird? Is that why it's not showing? Right. What we'll do then, we'll change it to 1. You know what? 2. We'll change it to 2. And we'll see if it's just a straight up texture. If so, it's a bit weird, but then we need to figure out at some point how to actually get it displayed on the thing when you hover over it on the GUI. Yeah, I thought it'd still show damage even without a texture. Yeah, that's also what I think. I don't know if I need to register it as a tool for it to, but I don't think you should have to do that either, to be fair. Alright, let's go ahead. Yeah, so it should be doing it. We've done 2 of those. It's definitely not shown up. Doesn't F3 and H show durability numbers? That was already on. So apparently just some, I think it's just some issue with the actual, must be an issue with the way I've done it. But I don't see what it could be. It should just be max damage. Alright, let me try this. We'll slap a texture on there. I'm hoping what I can do is that. That way it should just be a Minecraft stick, the texture. I don't see how that would be an issue either. But it definitely just is not showing the durability at all. Add the damage? What do you mean? Get rid of unstackable, maybe? I can try get rid of unstackable. I'll do that in just a second. dot damage to, you don't need it as damage, it's kind of stack. I saw on a post that the max damage and damage are needed. Okay. There's a lot of conflicting things here. My texture didn't work either, which is pretty sad. Right, we'll get rid of unstackable. Alright. We'll see what happens to that. That's pointless having that there. That doesn't do anything either. Alright, we'll try this first. If this doesn't work, we'll try adding the dot damage, but I don't think you need dot damage. But to be fair, you should be able to do unstackable as well, unless this is something new in 1.21 as well. Alright. Have a look. Let's see if it works. Actually, it's still not showing it has durability. When I click him, it's still not doing what it's supposed to do. That is kind of strange. So they're still unstackable. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just being an absolute idiot. There it is. Okay. Right. Yes. So I'm just being a moron. It can't be. It always is. It's always something that stupid. Oh, I've been so much. Okay. Yeah. Durability 1 out of 2. Okay. That. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ben. It's just me being an idiot. So we got the durability to work on him, which is nice. Okay. Let's go through. We'll just clear these. I should probably do this in like a super flat world, but it's fine. Right. There we go. Okay. So we got one of them done. That's fine. We can go back and do the rest. Now that we know they work, it should be fine. Yeah, because it has durability, you don't need unstackable. They're unstackable anyway. With the durabilities. So that's fine. We can go ahead, get rid of that. And then we just need to go ahead and do the interactions for each. It does seem. So we've got... Right now, we should be able to use the average one as well. Let me just test that out. Real quick. Yes, we can use the average one at the moment as well. But that wants to be on my type of block, which is the Prudentium ore here. Let's have a look. Yeah. The average one. The output is stone. The resulting chance is we'll keep it at 0.5 and we'll do mystical agriculture. No, we want Prudentium essence. Is it showing in JEI? Have a look. Yeah, seems to be fine in JEI. Yeah. Inferior ore plus right click plus weak extractor equals stone plus a thing. So that is working real nice, is that? Do they say the drop chance at all? Oh yeah, 50% chance, yeah. They should work the same for average one as well, but these ones shouldn't show anything. the other ones. So yes, that is working very nice. Is that? Is this a framework that you use to develop the mod pack? Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming this is something that Ben made for his packs to make stuff a lot easier. Hello, Alarm. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm assuming the Cube.js ones don't show it. If you just do Cube.js interactions in world interactions, I'm assuming they just don't show it all. So that one should be fine. We're going to need average. Wait, what are the different types? Let's have a look. There's 5 different types. Average, sturdy, strong, jacked. Right. So they should be all the interactions, but then I just need to go through and change each of the different essences. We just add tier 1. Right. Just so we can see all the different tiers that we've got going on. There we go. That should be all good. So we've done tier 1, done tier 2. Tier 3 is Deuterium. Which needs... Is strong after this? Sturdy. So we got the sturdy essence extractor. Turns it stirred. We'll keep that to Deuterium essence. Next one is what? Imperium? I think this one's the strong. The final one is Supremium. And that should be the jacked one, I'm pretty sure. And then we're all good to go. So we'll see if this is actually working for each and every one of them. It should be. We will also... I'm going to... Oh, no, you can't actually see what I'm doing here. I'm just sat on Minecraft. I just wanted to let me know if I'm actually changing the screens or not. So they should be all done now, I think. So we should have the essences. Yeah, I've just realised that I'm not actually showing the code. Just one more. Hello, welcome. Yeah, we should be able to see it now. So we've got each of the tiers set up. So we've got the Deuterium using the sturdy, strong extractor, Imperium, and then the jacked one is for Supremium. They should all be good. We'll go ahead and we'll just put down some rough figures at the moment. So like 25. We'll put that we'll put this at like half a stack. That one at a stack. We'll do 128 for that. And then do we do 256? Just that, or do we do 512? I'm thinking maybe 512. All right. We'll keep these anyway as they are now. Just rough figures. And then We'll switch back to the game so we can see it. They're not actually going to be the figures here. I do need to actually reload the whole of Minecraft for it to work. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so if I click usage on these, each one of them should say they drop something different. So that's Inferium. That is Prudentium. That is Satyrium. Imperium. And Supremium. They all look like they are correct. Let's head over here. We will grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just place down a row there. Just to make sure it really works. I don't know if it's automatic, but should the stronger one work on lower tiers as well? I don't think it does work automatically. That's what I would have to add in. But yes is the answer. It should do. Yeah, it's something we can add in though. You might, I don't know, you might want to do the other ones. So this shouldn't work on this tier, this tier, this tier. Should just work on this one. There we go. And then we got like 3 from this, which seems about right. 3% chance. And we got the average. Obviously, I'll go to survival so we can actually see the damage being taken. Again, this one shouldn't work on these ones, but will work on this. There we go. Yeah, just add tags for each level and use the tags in the rest of it. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's something we'll do a bit later on. We'll do that. Yep, so they don't work on these 2. Then it works on this one. Like, a bit more lucky with that one. And then the jack tier. There we go. So, all of those are working nicely. So we have our week 2 jacked essence extractor, which is pretty good. So we're liking that. We do need to add some textures to these, but that will be a later time. They'll be adding that. So we're looking pretty good for what we're doing. The world generation is something that hasn't been done yet, which we can take a look at now. So if I just switch back over. So for the world generation, currently this is what we've got. Wait, is this actually... So we've got mystical agriculture, bedrock, 126 blocks. All right. So it should already be like that. Let me actually see if this works, because I haven't actually created a new world. So we'll go single player. We don't need this world anymore. We've just been messing around in. Let's see if it actually generates the world with the mystical agriculture blocks. Switch to Twitch is very tight here. Right, there we go. We'll see if this works or not, because I don't see why it wouldn't. But then again, it hasn't. So we've got our bedrock layer, but it hasn't put in our inferium ore that we wanted it to do. That is a bit strange, because we've got mystical agriculture, inferium ore. That is the correct thing, I'm pretty sure. Let me just have a look at... Yeah, mystical agriculture, inferium ore for world generation. I should be doing it. And then we kind of want this layered as well. So it'll be 14 blocks in the middle. We'll do... I don't know. Let me have a look. Can I just... I need to go quickly see how much it's actually covering up at the moment. Okay, so we'll do an extra few layers on each. So I think this is one layer covering the bottom, yeah, which is fine. We'll do a layer covering the top as well, I guess. We'll do 15. Have a good stream. Alright, see you in a bit, Ben. Hopefully you have a good day. If you need any help, just message. I will do. Thank you for all the help. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Does it work with my ones? Alright, let's see if this works. I don't know why it wouldn't work with the other one. Alright, let's just delete this one and we'll create a new world. Alright, place your bets now. Is this working or is it not? I'm hoping it does work. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it does work. I'm hoping it does work. All money on black. It would be nice if it did work. Have a look. No, I don't know why. It's not working with any... 'Cause if I put stone there... Wait, it didn't even do the extra layer on top. Oh, I think it's because... If I do that to 126... I should be working. Like, if I do Minecraft stone here, it works just fine. It just doesn't like anything that's not Minecraft related for some reason. Like a base Minecraft. So I'll reload that. Why the 5? Where are we looking at? The 5. Oh, you're on about just here? It's because this is... So this isn't actually the Cube.js scripts. This is Skyblock Builder. I don't know why it's .js5. That's just the way it is. So this is what generates with just the Skyblock Builder mod. It's not anything that I've created. Alright. Take a look. Oh, my camera's in front of it. Okay, yeah. Apologies. But yeah, it's just the Skyblock Builder stuff. Right. So if I go up to the top now, yeah, see, we've got the top coverage now of each one of these. And then I bet you if I go down, yes, I can just keep going down and down and down. Like that. Jason 5 is Jason with comments and some extra stuff. Ah, okay. Very useful. Yeah, so what? That's so crazy. So it works with normal Minecraft stuff, but it doesn't work with any other modded item or block. Okay. That's a little bit weird, is that? I'm not gonna lie. It's something we might need to look into for future stuff. But I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up the stream there. It's because the Skyblock builder doesn't recognize the modded blocks. I mean, I've had it before in older versions. I think I might need to just brush up on the Skyblock builder mod. But yeah, I've had it do recent stuff like the thing I showed last stream with the Mars block. That was just a modded block as well. It had the Ad Astra. So unless it's, I don't know what's been changed with the newer version, I'll have to look into it. Yeah, we're going to wrap stuff up there. We will be back on Monday, so we're not going to be here tomorrow. We're back on Monday, around about the same time, 11 AM BST. And I'm not too sure what we will be streaming, either FTB Skies or more of this. To be fair, we could do a quick poll to see what people would like to see more of before we head out. Let's see if I can put one together. Manage polls. New poll. Right. What would you like to see next stream? FTB Skies 2. Alright. We'll have that last a minute. Alright, there we go. Polls up. Go ahead, cast your vote of what you'd like to see next stream. If you're in the YouTube chat, you can just type in what you'd like to see. Whether it be FTB Skies 2 or more Modpack stuff. And then that's probably what we will looking to doing on Monday. So far, we have 5 votes. Has everyone finished FTB Skies 2? Is like everyone done with it? So I did a poll on just YouTube, just in general, and that was heavily in favor of just Modpack dev. Mouse has not started it. But yeah, is everyone I don't know. I feel like people are just done with FTB Skies. All right, poll's over. 100% for Modpack dev. I've just started it. Okay, so some people just started it. Some people haven't started it. I'm not too sure. So yeah, that might be what we do on Monday then. Modpack dev, more of it. I'll probably look over the weekend, see about adding some stuff. It doesn't feel that special, really. Okay. I understand. It might feel just the same. Yeah, ATM with a different name. That's understandable. Is that? Well, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for the follows, the subs. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all on Monday, 11 PM. Yep, 11 AM BST. Hope to see you all there. Peace, peace, peace.